Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we take the confusion out of corporate filings and actually find out what's going on behind all those numbers. Today we're diving into DynaResource Inc.'s latest report, and let's just say they're getting us a peek behind the curtain on August 19th, 2025. Their earnings for the quarter ending June 30th. This document is essentially their way of telling the world what's been happening at the company. Think of it as a quick update, like a company's status report to its investors and the public. The main event here is DynaResource Inc., dropping their financial news for the quarter that wrapped up at the end of June. Now DynaResource Inc. itself is a company that's been around for a while, incorporated in Delaware, and you might know them from previous filings or their presence in the market. This number is just their main line, the way you'd call them if you had a reason to call. We're not going to dwell on this, but it's good to know they have a direct line. Looking at their stock, it's important to see where their shares are traded. Right now, they've got N for traded shares on any exchange. This is a bit unusual, and it means their stock isn't currently listed on a major stock exchange that we typically see for publicly traded companies. This might mean they're in a transitional phase, or perhaps their reporting structure is different. The box here is unchecked, meaning DynaResource Inc. is not considered an emerging growth company. This usually means they're a more established business and they have to follow the full set of regulations for public companies. Here's where we get to the juicy part, what everyone really wants to know, how they did financially during the past quarter. This section is crucial because it gives us the highlights of their performance. So on August 19th, they put out a press release. This is the official way they're sharing their financial results. It's like the company's performance review for that period. This press release, Exhibit 99.1, is basically a summary of their financial health for the quarter. We're going to focus on what that press release revealed. This last exhibit is a technical one. It's the interactive data file, making the information easier for computers to read and analyze. For us watching, it mainly confirms that all the data is presented in a standardized digital format. Now let's talk about what this all means. DynaResource Inc. is reporting their financial results for the quarter ending June 30th. While the filing itself doesn't contain the detailed financial tables, it points us to their press release from August 19th as the source of that information. This means the real meat and potatoes of their performance, the revenue, profit or loss, and any significant changes in their financial standing are all laid out in that press release. What we're really trying to understand from a filing like this, even when it's referencing another document, is the company's health and direction. Are they growing? Are they facing challenges? What are the key numbers that investors and the public should be paying attention to? Since this is an 8K filing, it's typically about a significant event or update, and in this case, it's their quarterly financial performance announcement. We have to assume that the press release they're referencing contains the critical financial data. Without it being directly embedded here, our analysis is based on the implication that this press release contains the most important numbers. Typically, a financial press release from a company like DynaResource would highlight revenue figures, earnings per share, any major operational developments, and perhaps forward-looking statements or guidance. If a company is reporting strong revenue growth, for example, that's a positive sign. It means they're selling more products or services. If their profits are also up, that's even better, showing they're managing their cost effectively. On the flip side, if revenue is flat or declining, or if they're losing money, that raises questions about their business model, their market position, or the overall economic environment they're operating in. The fact that they're filing this Form 8K means they are obliged to report these material events publicly. This ensures transparency for investors. For us, decoding these reports means looking past the corporate jargon and understanding the real-world implications for the company's future. Given this filing is about their Q2 2025 results, we'd be looking for signs of momentum carrying over from the first quarter, or perhaps shifts in strategy that are starting to show up in the numbers. For instance, if DynaResource had announced a new product launch or a significant expansion in the previous quarter, we'd be checking if that's translating into improved financial performance now. What we can deduce is that DynaResource is operating as a standard public company, not an emerging one, which usually suggests a certain level of maturity and established operations. The lack of stock ticker information being explicitly mentioned in the body of the report, however, requires a closer look at their broader market presence, which isn't detailed here. So in essence, this 8K filing is a signal flare. It tells us that DynaResource Inc. has important financial news to share, and that news is primarily found in their August 19th press release. While we don't have the specific numbers directly before us in this document, the filing itself confirms that these results are out, and they are considered significant enough to warrant a public announcement via this form conforms. That these results are out, and they are considered significant enough to warrant a public announcement via this form. It's an invitation to look at their official press release to understand their financial pulse for the second quarter of 2025. Now, looking at these results more broadly, what we can infer is that DynaResource appears to be operating in a manner that requires public disclosure of its quarterly performance. Their adherence to the standard reporting framework suggests a commitment to transparency, which is generally a good sign for investors. The key takeaway here is that the company has released its financial health and operational progress. What's your take on companies announcing financial results through press releases instead of directly in these filings? Let us know in the comments below. If this breakdown helped you understand the purpose of this filing, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe for more corporate insights and join our Discord community for deeper discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.